git merge. It joins the two or more commits. If there is no conflict while merging, then fast forward merge is executed. Example, there is no changes in the local repo and you are fetching the changes from the remote repo. Then the changes from the remote repo is updated to the local repo and the head is updated accordingly. Here is the picture, it shows before the merge. Here what we are doing, from the remote repo we are fetching it. So when it fetches, it will update the remote tracking branch. In this case, remote tracking branch is origin master/master. Now after this fetch, we have to manually run the command git merge command. It will merge the changes whatever updated in the remote tracking branch to the local branch. If you see here, the local branch is having the latest commit as C1, but the remote branch updated with C2, and this C2 is derived from C1. And here in the local branch, if we update from remote tracking branch C2 here, it will be fast forwarded. Means here there is no changes. Directly this also derived from C1. Here also it is C1. Now next update is get this update and push it to next step. Then what happens here? Next step, if you see the next step here, after merge, what happens? The C1 is there. Then it will create the C2 here commit. It will fetch the details from C2 and the head is pointing to C2 commit now. Means head is pointing to master branch. Master branch will point it to this commit, C2 commit. Then whenever we fetch the details from this, if you see that, check the folder structure, when the master is pointing to this commit, then the changes will be reflected. Whatever the changes we are in the remote or in the remote tracking, it will reflected here. This is called fast forward method. Just we are moving the cursor head, this pointer to the C1 to C2. Because there are no conflict here, it directly moved to C2 and pointed to here. Now the whatever the changes in the C2 is reflecting in the master branch. So if the master branch is not checked out here, then we have to check it out because it become active branch. So these are the steps here. You can see this fetch we did in the previous step, this part, and from the remote tracking branch we are making merge and merge it to local master branch. We will see this step now, this part. I'll open the git operation 1 that we created earlier and I'll go git bash. Here if I check the status here, git status, it shows your branch is behind origin master-master by one commit and can be fast forwarded. Okay, now we will do the fast forward here using merge. Now before that we will check the contents here. Content is this one. If you go to remote, what we changed in the remote, I'll go to remote branch here, repositories, go to git operation 1. Here the content C2 commit. Now currently this is the change here. Now we have to bring this to local. So I'll use the merge now. So here git merge. Before that we have to make it, this is the already active branch here. If there is not active branch, you can do like this, git or switch or git checkout master branch. We're checking out master branch, that becomes active branch. Here already you are on master and that's also saying the message behind by one commit from this remote tracking branch. Now see here git branch, this is master active, star is means active. Now I'll use git merge this branch with this branch. Okay, this branch is already there. Now we have to use this branch to merge on this branch. Now I'll use this branch now, origin master here, I'll paste it. Now merging, updating this one to this. See here the changes 8f1, this is the 8f1 latest, 8f1 151. Okay, this C2, that is merging, updating from here to here, fast forward method. Okay, then operation, whatever change it is showing 1+. Now if you go and check the folder here, and I'll open this file, reload. Now it taken the changes from the remote here. Okay, whatever in remote branch, now it's showing here as well. Now if you check the git log, our local also having this details here. C2 is whatever the commit ID in remote, it's showing here the commit message, and head is pointing to master. You can see the pointers changed to C2 commit now. Okay, earlier it was, this head was pointing to C1. Because of the fast forward, it moved to this commit. You can also check the status now. If you check git status, so your branch is up to date with origin master/master. It's up to date with the master remote tracking branch. You can see this command as well, git branch -v. It shows the local branch details. See, this branch is active and is pointing to C2, and this is the commit ID. Okay, and also you can check the remote tracking branch using -vv parameter. -vv, those remote tracking branch is this one, and it's pointing to C2. Both are pointing to C2 now. Earlier only this was pointing when fetch we did. Now local also pointing to C2 commit now. This completes the git merge using fast forward method.